watch the people change. And now it's opening doors, hoping it will make your way to Wells. We ain't slept a fun by, and there's no surprise. So I keep on laughing, she can't stop me, hoping that we happening. And I can't keep denying it. It's true, it's you that I'm admiring. We ain't slept a fun by, and there's no surprise.
Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic scenes in the stands. There is a great sense of drama here, a great sense of excitement and expectation. This game, of course, brought to you from the São Januário, located here in the Vasco da Gama neighbourhood of Rio de Janeiro, right by the National Observatory. A mouth-watering game this between two very high-quality sides, a treat for everybody here.
Well, under normal circumstances, this is a massive matchup, and I'm not totally in agreement with the view that friendlies tend to take the edge away. In my experience, if the opposition go at it full tilt...
Oh no, it's an own goal!
Oh, it's terribly unfortunate for them, and maybe we can attribute that to a loss of focus.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, games like this, Peter, can often hinge on the smallest of details, so you have to wonder what effect it's going to have on everybody on this pitch now.
Pavlovic. Nkunku. Pavlovic. That's a promising ball. That's gone a long way up and away.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Pavlovic. Ekitike. Gakpo. He's through the middle. He's got away. It's a good foot in there. Nkunku. Pulisic.
Liverpool really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take...
In he flies! Tomori tries to get it forward quickly. Ekitike! Oh, the ball's come loose! Crosses into the box. Hoists it forward. Ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. It's a promising run he's making on the right. De Winter positions himself well and cuts it out. Kerkez. He's made sure that that won't get through. Jimenez. No, that's not the ball he wanted. Ekitike plays it out to the flank. Kerkez. Pavlovic tries making a foray down the right. Pulisic. Goalkeeper's ball. Well, that's where he wants it. Tomori does well to read it and intercepts. Salmakers. Modric takes the long option. Wirtz. McAllister. Szoboszlai.
Ekitike really got caught in a trap there and he just couldn't get out.
Rafael Leao. Jimenez. Rafael Leao. Szoboszlai goes looking, goes down, but nothing given. McAllister. Frimpong gets wrestled off the ball. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Jimenez. Tries lifting it over. Now it's Pulisic. Has a hit! And it's played forward. Wirtz. Kerkez. Wirtz. McAllister. Frimpong. Just brushed off the ball there. Tomori going full tilt down the left. Gravenberg attempts to clear. And there's the end of the first half. And there we are, off they go for half-time. The breakthrough did indeed come in the first half, but there has only been that one goal. It is very, very tight.
Milan would seem to still be getting over the OG. It was an honest mistake and they've got to move on.
Well, the action has already resumed here. Mila Ekitike! In it goes! 2 up now, and they are cruising. That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
You know, Peter, from the moment it left his foot, it looked unstoppable. That was thumped.
The Reds have a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
He's gone for it! And in it goes! Right back in the game!
And looking back at that, that's how you play on the counter. Quick and decisive and ruthless with the finish. I thought it was a stunning, stunning breakaway.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Scoring early in this half just takes the pressure off now and allows them a chance to be a bit more patient in trying to level things up. That's just very well played. He can't hurt you with his back to goal, and he didn't go for the back heel.
McAllister. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. Gakpo. That's great strength on the ball. Wirtz. And that's been what... Ekitike! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Ekitike sparked a tremendous stop there, and I think it's fair to add, he just wasn't expecting it.
And it's been taken short. Gravenberg crosses it in. Diving header! Oh, taken with style! Gakpo duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Well, as they say, Peter, if you don't speculate, you won't accumulate, and we've just witnessed a player who was rewarded for his willingness to take a risk, as cunning as it comes.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Look, it's a whole different ball game now, Peter, and it's a test of how they manage affairs from here.
Simple. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Milan have it back and they can go again. Forward it goes. Played out to the right. He's left his man. Simple. Gravenberg. Szoboszlai. Gravenberg drives it forward. Rabiot. Pulisic. Has he picked him out? He gets past his man. Has a pop! Back of the net! Back to within one! Interesting!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front. And they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
So here comes a substitution.
Yeah, he's run himself into the ground, hasn't he? And it's good to see that the crowd appreciate his efforts because he has put in a real honest shift.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they've given themselves a chance here, but now it's a case of getting the balance right between attack and defence, and that's not easy.
Chiesa! And that would have won it.
Chiesa really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Soboslai plays it short. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Oh, good shoots! He scored! Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second. Liverpool go 2 up and into a position of real strength. Rafael Leao has it in a wide position, so what next? It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Tomori tries to switch the play. De Winter plays it forward. Chiesa. Gakpo. And through to the goalkeeper. Rabiot. Tomori switches it towards the other side. 4 extra minutes added on. Pulisic. Now it's Nkunku. Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Modric. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Fofana. And that is that. Well, much worthy industry, but that alone simply not enough. They are beaten by the better side. Your final thoughts, Jim?
I enjoyed that, Peter. Both teams went about their work in
And we're underway. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
Yeah, I must agree, especially in view of his ability to lead and organise the defence. Now surely! And they've got it back as soon as they gave it away. De Winter does well to read it and intercepts. Nkunku. He's made sure that that won't get through. And back to base. Gets it upfield. McAllister gets it out to the wing. Rafael Leao. He gets past his man. Cut out in the nick of time. Gakpo.
Well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Rabiot hits that long. McAllister. Ekitike. Szoboszlai! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Szoboszlai did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Salmakers. Milan still without an attempt on target. McAllister did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Kerkez floats one over. Hits one! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Rabiot plays it long. Has he picked him out? Has a pop! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Yeah, it looks simple, Peter, but it requires intelligent use of space and good understanding to pull it off.
Milan, looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Promising crop. Massive leap! He's missed, but not by that far.
Gakpo certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Wirtz. Ekitike. Frimpong. Hardly anything between the sides, and the score is 1-0. Has a hit! Tomori. Pavlovic. Modric. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. Salmakers goes looking. Rafael Leao tries to stroke it through. And he's on his way. Chance! It's a goal! All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight. And that really is so impressive.
I think he just thought about trying his luck from further out there, but why bother when you can worm your way through a defence like that? It's terrific play to get through and score.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Gakpo. McAllister plays it out to the wing. Now the cross. Has a pop! Goal! And right on half-time. That is telling. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Gakpo.
And we've reached half-time. So a really good half of football. 3 goals and just one separating them.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
Milan leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It is intriguing to watch and could easily go either way. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. Rafael Leao. Jimenez has his eye on that match ball.
Well, I think he's got a great chance of ending up with a match ball, provided he doesn't get too carried away with his own personal target. Now, as long as he keeps working for his team, he should be fine.
Out to the right. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Dinks one in. It's a promising ball. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. McAllister. Soboslai tries to get it forward quickly. Gakpo. He's left his man. What? Oh, shooting chance! And the keeper barely had to move.
Ekatike might be slightly consoled by at least hitting the target.
Pavlovic. Pulisic! This could fall anywhere. Ball's gone out of play. Liverpool can make their change now with a break in play. They've got a corner here. The Reds making consecutive changes here. Tries to get it clear. Isak with good energy in defence as well.
Well, they say that your front lads should be that first line of stopping the opposition, and I think he's taken it to another level with his desire to get back and help everyone out.
Drives it towards the front. It's got through to him.
Liverpool are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, hit and hope is just about the sum of it, isn't it, Jim?
Just has to be done.
Gravenberg. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Pulisic. He's got away with one there. Isak. Gakpo. And that could come back to haunt them.
Gakpo clearly cannot yet fathom how he hasn't levelled it. A stunning, stunning save.
Loses his balance and loses the ball. And a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
Gakpo! should have equalised.
When it needed.
Jackpo with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. And it's played forward. Isak. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Forward it goes. Szoboszlai. Milan just have to run down the clock. It really is now or never, and the finish! He's pulled off a fine save.
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Isak. Jones. Gomez. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Milan win it by the odd goal. Almost nothing in it, perhaps a draw would have felt fairer, but that's the game, and they have won it at the margin. What are your thoughts on today's game? Well, a very good evening to you on what is pretty close to an ideal evening for football. There is barely a cloud evident. The world and his wife have gone to great lengths to be here for a match of great consequence and massive interest in these parts. Barely a breath of wind, so the football has no excuses for not being at its very best. The teams I know are pumped for this. They are fantastic shapes to shoot! He's pulled off a fine save.
Haaland simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
Salmakers. Yehi. It's being played forward. Pavlovic. Rabiot. Out to the left it goes. Salmakers. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Bernardo Silva plays it out to the flank. Salmakers tries to get it forward quickly. More than happy to take the muscular approach. Semenyo. Now it's Haaland. Now, can he capitalise? Haaland! And he's there to make a great save.
Haaland is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
Great leap! No, not the best of headers. Haaland. Bernardo Silva. Oh, he's certainly caught him there, it's a free kick. Going for goal! Nkunku. Milan still to register a shot on target. Mamouche. Haaland.
Manchester City really looking to do something that's simple here, Peter, but it has to be effective.
How exactly can they do that?
Well, they're tucking their fullbacks into midfield to enable their more talented personnel to push forward.
Matheus Nunes. Salmakers. Decent looking ball. Has a pop! He's done very well to get to that.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Up to meet it! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work, though.
Good challenge, he just stood firm. Nkunku goes long. Cut out in the nick of time. And he heaves it forward. Pretty robust, but it's got the job done. Haaland. Semenyo. Bernardo Silva. Mamouche. Bernardo Silva plays it out to the wing. Nkunku plays a clever pass. Bernardo Silva. Haaland! Haaland! A real chance and a real let-off.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Salmakers. And he's going long. Well positioned to make that interception. Semenyo. Still waiting for the first goal. Semenyo. Modric drives it forward. Nicely measured pass. And the finish! Now it's Nkunku. Pulisic. There's the whistle for half-time. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And we are already promptly back underway.
Milan can be very glad that half-time came when it did. Poor possession and very little firepower means they need a serious pick-up in this second half. No guts, no glory.
Matheus Nunes plays it over to the other flank. Tries to locate someone up front. Good run down the left. What can they make of it? Nicely controlled. Plenty waiting in the middle. And that's been levered clear. Rodri plays it forward. And there's a long ball. Back to the keeper and go again.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Gehi. Now they continue each to cancel the other out. Tries to switch the play. Matthews Nunes. Rodri tries lifting it over. Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. He's left his man. That's one way of trying to make chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
City can make their change now with a break in play. Pulisic. Reinders shoots! Oh, that's a fine save!
Well, you can't ask for much more than that. A difficult moment he simply had to deal with.
Now it's Haaland. Semenyo, he goes long. He scored! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal! Well, that always looked the likely outcome.
It isn't rocket science, is it? You know, when you're defending, you react to the danger, but of course, you must spot it in the first place, and they didn't. You know, they're not really looking up to pick the runners, and it was a cheap goal to give away.
So we have our breakthrough.
The perfect display, and the old saying comes to mind, when the going gets tough, etc.
It was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Modric with the cross.
Milan are actually displaying tremendous fighting spirit. There's a real belief that they can still have a say.
Just brushed off the ball there.
Peter, they have to fight the onset of desperation and keep enough cool heads to still deliver.
Now it's Haaland! Oh, and that should have been two.
Well, he's definitely kept the side in the game now. That's really good positioning. They could have doubled their lead there.
Hoists it forward. Nkunku. The referee's awarded a free kick. It was a chance, but meet and drink for the keeper.
Fofana has totally shown his greedy streak, and the boss is not happy, I can tell you.
Jimenez with a long... Goes for goal! It's a goal! Tying minutes, and we're all square again.
Well, that defence just wasn't expecting their midfield to mess up then, so when they did, they were caught completely cold by such a swift breakaway and such a well-worked finish too. Well, he's worked so hard for his side, as you would expect, but you couldn't help notice that he was starting to labour a bit, so it's no surprise.
All square again into the dying minutes. Bernardo Silva, and it's played forward.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Yehi, forward it goes. Looking cross-field, changing the point of attack. That's it, we're going to get 30 minutes more.
Well, I don't think either manager can have any complaints, really, because nobody quite pushed for the winning goal, and it always lacked that spark.
So a brief breather, and then extra time. So our quest to find the winner continues. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. right behind it.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
Reinders. Glory. Ball through needs to be good here. He's had a go! Oh, that is an awful miss.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Estupinian. Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Rodri tries to get it forward quickly. Manchester City claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. They've played it short. Deep cross. And he's cut it out. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? He's through. Loftus-Cheek gets away from his opponent. And a shot! That's a real chance missed.
Well, maybe the tension around this game played a part in that, because he should have put them ahead then.
Stones. Bernardo Silva. Haaland. Gets the better of his man. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Estupinian goes looking. And it's Loftus-Cheek. He's looked long this time. Stones can hoist it clear. And that's it for the first half of extra time.
Well, it may well be a case of who's got most to give now. Fitness levels look good, and it's not any less competitive.
And we're off for the final time. They have played themselves to a near standstill. What is left in the tank now? Whistle's gone, that's foul. Shot! In for a header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Fofana. Estupinian. Loftus-Cheek. Fofana, Nkunku, now it's Pulisic. He's picked him out. Big chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Stones. Hoists it forward. Well played, he saw that coming. Loftus-Cheek. Over to the left. He's got options out wide. Hits one! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Manchester City are making a change now. The referee's seen the board, and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Reinders.
Look, their supporters must be going balmy about this, because there's no sense of purpose in what we're seeing.
Goalkeeper's ball. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, no winner here, but an intriguing game. The result probably a fair reflection. It has finished all square. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, the draw was always likely to be on the card. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. That's got things underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Bernardo Silva, he's a real box of tricks, Peter, with a super first touch and a really nice, silky smooth dribbling style. He's also got an eye for a telling pass, and he's a more than decent finisher too. What we don't usually comment on is his phenomenal work rate, and that will be a standard.
And the finish! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Well, as tests go, Peter, the keeper has just received an A+ grade.
He's going after it. Bernardo Silva. Semenyo. Salmakers going full tilt down the left. Hoists it forward. Milan have it back and they can go again. And it's Rabiot. Rabiot goes for goal! Oh, that is rather wayward. Ball's out on the left now. Keeps everyone guessing. More than happy to take the muscular approach. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Big chance! Forward it goes. Rafael Leao plays it forward.
Manchester City really looking to do something that's simple here, Peter, but it has to be effective.
How exactly can they do that?
Well, they're tucking their fullbacks into midfield to enable their more talented personnel to push forward.
Bernardo Silva! That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Well read, he sorted that out. Pulisic tries to get it forward quickly. Nouri drives it forward. Well, the less said about that pass, the better. De Winter. Rafael Leao. And it's played forward. Rabiot. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Tries to get it forward quickly. Now it's Haaland. He's left his man.
Haaland really just wasn't quick enough then. Well, his thinking certainly wasn't. Didn't make use of what I felt were some very good options.
Rabiot drives it forward. He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. De Winter battles to win it back. Salmakers. Now it's Rafael Leao. Done very well to intervene. Semenyo. Hoists it high. Bernardo Silva needed to come up with a better ball.
Yeah, the idea was right, The delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
He's had a go! Salmakers.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Rabiot. Nachos Nunes. Gehi. Bernardo Silva. Nouri. Out for a throw. It's going to be another throw. Nkunku lobs it in gently. There is the half-time whistle. So now the team has broken through, but certainly not for the want of trying. It's been an interesting game up to now, but still goals. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. So we're already into the second period.
At least there's always a plus side to a scoreless half. Defences are doing what they should, and it's going to take good imagination to break the deadlock here.
Rabiot.
Manchester City clearly seem to have lost their passing accuracy, something they're obviously going to have to fix pretty quickly now.
Tomori does well there, alert. Jimenez. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Rabiot. Salmakers. And it's Modric. Good run, ultimately thwarted by an astute piece of defending. Crowd appreciates good football all round there. Shot at goal! Forward it goes. Just brushed off the ball there. Mamouche. Tomori drives it forward. Pavlovic. Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. Nicely measured pass. Shoots! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Haaland simply didn't do anything wrong. He was thwarted by brilliance.
They've played it short. It's a loose ball. He's looking to get there first. Up he gets! Really well taken goal. And finally he has breathed life into the game. Great header, made it look easy. Well, it has a pop! Away from immediate danger. Rabiot really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
De Winter goes looking. Now it's Haaland. Hoists it forward. Jimenez. That's not going to make it. Donnarumma gets it upfield. Reinders. Bernardo Silva. Rodri.
Their response to falling behind has been very strong. They just need a converter to step up now.
It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
And again, they run up against shapes to shoot!
Manchester City are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
Now it's Pulisic. Pulisic plays it out to the wing. Good idea, just poorly executed. Reinders. It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Haaland. He's gone for goal! Oh, what a wonderful stop!
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp. I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
He's gone out for a throw-in. The changes then in quick succession. Bernardo Silva. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Fulkrug gets wrestled off the ball. Rodri looks... So that's it. It is all over. Always in the balance, and in the end, 1 goal was enough. They are narrowly beaten.
Look, I think a draw might have been a much fairer result today. It's just that one crucial second-half goal.
Well, good evening to you and welcome on this most perfect evening for a game of football. Conditions are absolutely splendid and the folk of this town have come out in their droves for this match. Why wouldn't they? It is an ideal circumstance for what could be an ideal game. Everybody has been attracted to it. It has been the talk of the town, and the buses have been packed, double-decker buses lining up outside. Coaches have carried thousands of away supporters here too, and all of it adds up to make a terrific, a crackling atmosphere. The match, I think, will be quite a spectacle. Well, here is a ground that requires no formal introduction. One of the truly iconic venues of our sport, the place where dreams are made. It is, of course, Old Trafford, Manchester. Two high-profile, high-caliber teams. This is a welcome event for all these supporters.
Well, get ready for some high-grade football, Peter. Two strong teams, as you say, full of wonderful individual talent. And we have every right to anticipate some really entertaining football. As to whether we'll see a high-scoring contest, that's a little harder to predict. I'm not complaining, though, because there are good players everywhere you look around this surface, and that's a fine start in itself.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, this guy, Donnarumma, is someone who's been predestined for greatness, Peter, and he hasn't disappointed. Immense in terms of shot stopping, we know that, but I think his distribution has also improved, and it needed to, although he likes to keep it quite safe and simple.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Semenyo. Haaland. Just brushed off the ball there. Cash. That's the throw. Bailey. Yehi. Nuri tries to switch the play. Matheus Nunes. He's through. McGinn tries to get it forward quickly. Watkins tries lifting it over. Abraham! Cleared without complication. No, that's not the ball he wanted. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
I think it's great to see that kind of application and desire from a forward who wants to help out his defence. I think, you know, any good team, really, your striker.
Bernardo Silva has a goal! Bailey. Now it's Abraham. Abraham plays a clever pass. And the ball is out of play. Cash. That'll be a throw. Mamouche. Rodri. Haaland. Haaland! He's pulled off a fine save.
Haaland is very sporting here to acknowledge the quality of the save. A lovely little footballing moment.
Back to the keeper and go again. Tielemans hoists it forward. Watkins. That's great strength on the ball. Haaland. And it's played forward. Haaland! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, that was high-class goalkeeping there to back up his high-class wage.
Gets up to head it! Goal! City! Great corner, and he did the rest.
Well, as contact goes, that was tremendous, and it helped him to direct it exactly where he wanted into that net. I think when it comes to the aerial department, this fella is definitely no slouch.
City take the lead, 1-0.
Well, that's the currency he deals in, and he's come good yet again.
Goes for goal! Good stop, that wasn't easy.
Oh, that's a sparkling save, absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp.
Bernardo Silva goes short. Bernardo Silva, massive leap! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
I have to commend the wing play, but I have to condemn the defending. They've got to stop the cross.
Over to the left. Gets wrestled off the ball. Yehi. Rodri. Nouri. And the half-time whistle goes. So there you have it, a close-fought half of football, but one that still had its moments. It ultimately produced just one goal. A more than decent game up to now.
Well, they definitely won't be happy with that half. They seem to lack a bit of desire, especially going forward. It wouldn't surprise me to see a change or two.
Well, the action has already resumed here.
Aston Villa don't need to press the panic button just yet. They may have to tweak their setup first. If they don't grab an early goal in this second half, they can't hold back though.
Goes for it! Oh, that's a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Tielemans. And once more they can't get through. Mamouche. Semenyo. Driving on now, what can they conjure from here? Ball's loose, and they've been caught out here. Sancho. Donnarumma can claim that. Semenyo. Bernardo Silva has created one goal already. Nouri. He's got options out wide. Oh, sweet feet. Whipped it. Real chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Great strength, too strong for his opponent. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Haaland.
Haaland really got caught in a trap there, and he just couldn't get out.
Now it's Watkins. A really good feat.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Just has to be done.
Rodri. Across the field it goes. Abraham! Abraham has a goal! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Still a cracking effort. Really looked like a man on a mission the way he went through on goal. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Gets big chance! Back of the net! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Well, that defence just wasn't expecting their midfield to mess up then, so when they did, they were caught completely cold by such a swift breakaway and such a well-worked finish too.
Manchester City grab a couple of goals. Towering header! Good delivery, but no joy.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Douglas Luiz. McGinn. Rodgers. Cash. McGinn. Maatsen. Sancho.
Aston Villa are stuck in Central Station, and they might find a fast track out wide if they'd care to look.
Douglas Luiz. Ball through needs to be good here. Martinez can pick that up. Not much subtlety, he's launched himself there. Yehi. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva plays it forward. Good running with the ball, can they build on it? Goes for goal! That has certainly tested the keeper.
The keeper really dug out his defence then, a magnificent effort.
Bernardo Silva. Haaland. Torres gets it back. Sancho. Sancho goes looking. Oh, real danger here. And he's cut it out. And the referee brings it to a close. Villa huffed and puffed, but in the end, no joy. That's the game. The result is what matters. And this result... Well, good evening wherever you are on this most pleasant evening. There has been a clamour to get inside the ground tonight for a much-anticipated game. The roads outside of the stadium have been bumper to bumper with traffic. The car parks are full. There is a torrent of humankind making its way from the nearby station, and we expect every seat to be filled. An atmosphere of great expectation and excitement. One glance and you know where we are. It is one of the most recognisable arenas for the beautiful game in the world. And boy, does it add to the occasion. Well, there are plenty looking forward to seeing this. A capacity crowd here.
Yes, Peter, it's a shame it's only a friendly, but then again, that may help us see a more expressive attacking contest. And I'd be prepared to settle for a clash of lesser intensity in favour of lots of flair, skill and plenty of tricks and a few goals. I suspect I've probably overstretched my level of greed here.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, the centre of midfield, Peter, is where battles are won and lost. So I see Rodri as a player who can dominate his midfield position. He's
Tries his luck! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, I think a little eagerness just got the better of him. He may have been thinking about back page headlines there.
Yehi. And that's been won straight back. Forward it goes. Matheus Nunes. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Kamada. Crystal Palace, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Haaland. Can't get the better of his opposite number. Mateta. Sweet feet. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Lacking in accuracy.
The moans and groans are predictable. He felt compelled to try.
Bernardo Silva. Kamada battles to win it back. Lost. Chip through. Nori does well to read it and intercepts. And it's played forward. Deftly done. Mateta plays a clever pass. And that's been levered clear. Bernardo Silva. Yehi. Hoists it forward. Nori. Hit long and direct. Well read, he sorted that out. Nunes goes looking. Driving on, a real charge here. Oh, smart save. Semenyo. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? Tries to get it forward quickly. If anyone is going to break the deadlock, now would be a good time. Plays it over to the other flank. Nori. Yehi. Bernardo Silva. Out to the left it goes. Goes for goal! Just off target.
Good effort, very good effort. He would have at least wanted to make the keeper work though.
Hughes. Hoists it high. Mateta. It's a goal kick. Matheus Nunes. Well, Jim, looking at the movement out there, it seems to me there's been a change of plan.
Well, it very much looks like the fullbacks are not pushing up as you would expect in wide areas. They're operating more centrally now and looking for a compactness down the middle to stop counter-attacks.
Gets it back. And we hit half-time. So both sides have drawn blanks. They have toiled at times, but it's not been a bad game by any means. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. There's the start of the second half. A tight old game so far. Can that change now? Over to the left. Oh, nice touch. There are a few waiting for it. And the ball's come out. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Ball's out on the left now. He goes long. And the ball is out of play. City have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. Matheus Nunes. Hoists it forward. Could be thinking about a... Haaland! They've scored!
And that has only enhanced his already huge reputation. They were obviously hoping for an early second half boost, but there are a few who can truly make it happen, and this is a very welcome tonic now.
Just so calm under pressure.
Haaland really showed good strength there, held his man off, didn't let himself get bullied, and got his effort away. Maintained control.
Manchester City draw first blood here.
He's just gone and reminded us yet again of what a threat he carries.
Bernardo Silva proves too strong there. He'll have a go. Oh, that was no routine save.
Oh, that's a sparkling save. Absolutely sparkling. His reflexes were ultra sharp. Well, the moans...
Bernardo Silva with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Bernardo Silva. And it's played forward. Matheus Nunes. Kamada sticks in a foot to win it back. And it's got through. Guess all. That's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. And it's hoisted clear.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, Jim, there's not too much subtlety or sophistication about this. It really is a question of needs must.
Just has to be done.
Reinders just brushed off the ball there. Now it's Haaland. He's spotted the run and has a hit! And in it goes! And this is getting better and better.
Well, when the game's played like that, it's made to look very simple. You know, I love watching football like this. Easy, effective, 1-2 and bang. Thanks very much.
He's had a go! Larson with the shot! In it goes! Donnarumma did well the first time. Nothing he could do about the follow-up.
Well, for me, that's just pure predatory brilliance. It's not so much the finish, but the way he read the situation when nobody else was even alert to it. It's fantastic.
Palace get themselves back into contention.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that they don't become over-eager in chasing another. They only need one more chance. Patience is key. Manchester City are looking to make this one safe. They want to reduce the risk.
Richards. Kamada. Mamouche. Gets wrestled off the ball.
This is good ball retention, and it should be enough from here, but they want to double their advantage.
More than happy to take the muscular approach.
Manchester City are clearly looking to kill this game off. It's keeping the ball away from the other end too.
Bernardo Silva. Semenyo. Timely intervention. He's gone for it! That has certainly tested the keeper.
Well, what can I say? Truly wonderful goalkeeping.
Manchester City can make their change now with a break in play.
Yeah, he's run him.
Massive leap! Their attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Rodri really felt he'd done enough. He's having a momentary visit to the world of disbelief here.
Kamada. Hughes. Mateta. Pino threads one through. It's a fine challenge and it goes his way. There will be a throw-in. Aimed in towards the centre. Rodri tries to clear. Kamada. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Well, the ball's come loose and the chase is on. And that is it. The equaliser just wouldn't come. It is over. Super game. It might have tipped in either direction, tiny margins, but they just lost it. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Crystal Palace really were sleepwalking in central defence, and the alarm just never went off.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.